Hey YouTube. So in my last video, I started getting into my bug out bag, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. Got into the outside areas. Now I want to go ahead and get into my first pouch. Something I did remember after I recorded the last video is this bag that I have actually has 4 pouches. The first one is this little paper and mat pouch right back here. Second one is this smaller outer pouch. This is actually the second biggest pouch on the kit or on the bag. You got the main pouch right here, those 2 chingaderas. Then you got this little guy right here. I'll show you that one last. Now, getting into this one. Oh, something I forgot to mention in my last video. So you're gonna see me have certain equipment that is military or very military-like. You gotta bear in mind that I am a veteran. Tools like the E-tool, things like the poncho, these are things that I'm already accustomed to, that I already know how to use. And that for the most part, I honestly can't think of using a better piece of equipment or tool for the purposes that I'm going to be using it for. My E-tool has so many purposes. My poncho already has so many purposes. I can lay on it. I can wrap myself up on it. If I wanted, if I needed an emergency, if I needed a quick sleeping bag, I can use it for that. If I needed a quick shelter or something to cover myself with, so that way I can go ahead and get out of the weather, I'm good there too. The rest of this is pretty generic shit or something, or stuff that I've done research on and come to have my own preferences. Now, bear in mind, I'd say a good majority of this equipment's going to be brand new, not been used yet. Because I haven't tested it yet. You're going to watch me build this bag, build this kit, and then go and test it. Like I said in the introduction, you're going to see me struggle, you're going to see me fail, but ultimately this is a learning experience for me, so that way I know how to best prepare myself for a shit hits the fan scenario. So, I'm going to go ahead and get into the most obvious things first. First off, baby wipes. Great for so many things. I cannot stress this enough. So many things. Cleaning yourself. Taking a dump. Friggin' so many uses for these. I shouldn't even have to get into that. This right here. So, something I watched a couple of YouTubers struggle with when they tested out their bags is that they have a fire, right? They have a canteen that they need to boil. And a lot of these guys would resort to putting the canteen right on the fire. Or they'd have, a pan or something like that that they needed to heat up the food in or the water or whatever. That's a horrible idea. I do not like that. I do not like that idea at all. So I went ahead and got this little collapsible grill. That right there, with a fire under here, should speak for itself on why this is a damn near essential tool. I love it. I picked it up at Sportsman's. I can't remember what brand it is. I want to say Coleman's. I don't know. But things like that are so generic and easy to find. They're not. That cost me like $3 or $4. Not anything major by a long shot. Definitely an essential. Next thing that's kind of poking us in the face is this life straw. I cannot stress enough how essential these are and how much I love them. Big fan. Big fan. I actually went and tested this today because I've never had one of these before, I'll be honest with you. I've seen a lot of things about them. I love the concept of them. Everybody that I've seen that has these had great reviews on them. So I went and tested it out today, and I literally cut open a Red Bull can that I had with me, put it into a puddle of muddy water, and focus, there we go, and sucked the water out of the can. This thing did exactly what it's supposed to do. It does exactly what it was advertised, what it advertises it does. Afterwards I blew it out the best I could. I'm gonna go ahead and run some water through it later on, backwards, to try to get the rest of the crap out of it. But this is how I know that this works, without a doubt in my mind. 8 hours later, I feel perfectly fine. That's the first sign that this works perfect. The second sign that I knew that I knew from the get-go that I was going to be okay. Bear in mind, I was drinking muddy water. Muddy water. I didn't feel any kind of grit or anything in my teeth whenever I got done. I cannot stress enough how much I believe in these and how much I love these. Next up, gotta have a means to cut up wood, to chop a tree down. Yeah, I can use the E-tool, but okay, that's a fail. There's a better way to do it. A lot better of a way to do it. This sucker is sharp. I cannot stress enough how much you need to stay the hell away from those things. This thing is very, very sharp. You can use it for wood. If you've killed game, you can use it to cut the game up. Just realized this is pretty much a no name brand. Everybody makes these. A lot of different brands make these. These are very easy to come by. These are very inexpensive. These are very, very essential tools. Do not leave without it. That's going to make your fire. I'll go into this little pouch next. First off, another Leatherman. Another Leatherman. Alright, so these are essential. Why in the world would I want to carry around lighter or waterproof matches whenever I have perfectly good lighters? They're going to last me just as long. Disposable, not a big deal. These are all brand new when I bought them. All I had to do is tape them up, duct tape them, secure them. I'm good to go. This way the buttons cannot get pushed down. Focus. There we go. This way the buttons cannot get pushed down, and I'm not going to lose fluid. These are going to be perfectly fine to stay in here for over a year, I bet. I can imagine how long they sit on the shelf for. But I set up 3 of those. That's plenty. Bear in mind, the purpose of this bag is to last me 72 hours, at the minimum 72 hours. A lot of this equipment that's going to be in here, if I do this smart and I do this well, I may be able to sustain past that. And that's an alternative goal of mine. I want to be able to sustain past that. Next up, a little box of freaking Remington 22. About a half-used box of Remington 22. A couple pens right there. I'm not going to bother with those. Nothing else up there. These. Now, these. This. Okay. So, here's my mindset. These are actually a snack. These are actually for me to eat. These are more for bait for small game. I'll probably eat some of these too as well, but I'll probably use about half the bag on bait. So that's pretty much the end for this pouch. You know what? Screw it. I don't want my videos to be longer than 15 minutes. It's only been almost 9, so I'm going to go ahead and go into this top pouch here. Alright. So first off, flashlight. Everybody needs one. Gotta have it. A big thing that I'm staying true to is I want all the equipment that I'm carrying with me to be AA. Reason why is because later on I'm planning on buying a solar panel that recharges that comes with the charger for AA's. That way I have a means to keep on reviving my batteries as long as the batteries are good for, which, if I'm right, I should be able to do that for about a year. And the rest of what's in here is just batteries. These I'm not actually intending on taking with me. They're just in there for right now. And actually, I think these are the old batteries for what I was doing. These batteries I actually have for my flashlight laser combo on my AR rifle. I don't even remember if these are the old ones or not. Anyway, yeah. Oh no, these still have a little bit of juice in them. That's why I saved them. Anyway, so that's that's going to be it for this video. In the next video, I'm going to go ahead and get into this main pouch, show you guys what all I got in there, explain some of my mindset a little bit, and also explain why this bag is not going to work for me. That's right. I broke the #1 rule of prepping. I bought the bag first. And like I said, I'll show you why next. Stay tuned.